Hello and welcome to HLS Crypto. My name is Dan. So you might recall us looking at Labs Group a few times already. This is title of the video is Realio versus Labs Group, Realio or Rio. Big money question mark. So a few weeks back, you might remember we made a Proppy versus Labs video, and a viewer actually suggested I do this Realio comparison as well. So that's what we're going to try and have a look at today. So first things first, what is Realio? So Realio Tech is building a layer one ecosystem that aims to create scalable, accessible, compliant DeFi for real world assets like private equity, real estate, and bonds. It was founded in 2018 with headquarters in New York City, but their LTDs are based in the Caymans and the British Virgin Islands. Realio tokenizes these assets to their blockchain, removing intermediaries whilst being SEC compliant. Now that ticks a box, SEC compliant. I've got to admit that. They're also building an easy-to-use platform, taking into consideration the importance of UI, UX. Their aim is to create a transparent system that serves both investors and issuers. Here's like a little chart there you can go back and look at. This is from Medium, by the way. This document. Its main features are its Realio network, its Realio fund investment portal, its Realio verse, and the Realio wallet. They offer three tokens, which it'll say it'll discuss further below. We're not going to go too much into that. But the layer one ecosystem is built with Cosmos. The alpha launch was this past April, but I believe this was a couple of years back. It's native dual token POS mechanism using Rio and RST. It uses an L2 for issuance and connecting DeFi services. Users can stake Rio and RST as validators or delegators, and they can take part in governance to vote on network upgrades, and this is where users can tokenize assets. The Realio fund is where users have access to DeFi services like manage portfolio and wallet, swap, know your customer, trade, multi-chain, delegate your stake, and invest in assets that was previously called Realio X. Users can also provide liquidity at DeFi Realio network. It's a joint venture between Realio and Valentis Capital Management, a private equity firm. Their aim is to create an institutional portal for tokenizing real-world assets through Realio. And a press release from 2001 claimed Realio and Valentis Capital issued 20 million in LMX tokens on Algorand. They mention LMX briefly as tokenized revenue from Bitcoin mining facilities, but there are no further mentions on their website about it. The Realio verse is a real-world themed metaverse land. Users can buy, sell, and build on their land parcels, and all proceeds get stored in the land banks as a locked liquidity for landowners in Rio. This Rio is then removed from circulation, and then it goes on to discuss the wallet slightly, the ecosystem tokens. If we go a bit further down, there is a bit more on its partners. So it says on here that maximum supply is 50 million. I was told the max supply was 75.5 million, but I guess that might be due to the fact that obviously they burned some. There's something that doesn't sit quite right with me about Realio. I don't know what it is. Anyone who's actually invested in Realio, or anyone who holds the Rio token, if you've got any information that you want to shill me on this particular project, then it'd be interesting to hear, because I still think personally that Labs has the edge, but we're going to obviously take a more of a look at Labs in a second. If we go a bit further down, there's something that I want to point out. So the partners for the tech and the infrastructure. So you've got Algorand, Stellar, Prime Trust, Fusion, OKX, Zero, Changelly, and Verify Investor. So they've got some good partnerships there. I think Algorand's going to be quite big in the bull run. Stellar XLM I really like as well. It's got a lot of boxes ticked, but there's still something that's not quite right. It seems to be putting me off slightly. So we'll take the look at the chart. It looks terrible, but then again, I can't really hold that against Realio because a lot of charts look terrible too. It doesn't say it's market $1 million. The volume is really good, so people are obviously trading this token quite a lot, because the volume in 24 hours is 1.18 million. So there is obviously interest in the project. But if you look at the 24-hour chart, if it'll load up here, look, there's a couple of strange dips and back up again. Look like Dracula's fangs. There's something a bit odd about that. Not sure why that is. But then we'll go and have a quick look at Labs now. So Labs Group, as you know, introduced their Owner's Circle NFT. The first round of sales has been completed. I think it was around 500, 600,000 Labs tokens to buy it. So I obviously got mine in the first round. So it's basically, we're building a world where anyone from anywhere can invest in the future. Welcome to Labs Group, an ecosystem designed to empower your legacies and real estate investing journey. Labs is a unique asset brokerage system and is the vanguard of a new era of real estate investment, harnessing the strength of our robust ecosystem and our innovative token system. We leverage the power of decentralized finance and governance to break down the barriers in real estate, the world's largest asset class. And we're not just transforming the way people invest, we're shaping the future of real estate itself. Now, some of the key things here is inflation hedge. So just like gold, real estate stands tall as a historical asset class, often a robust shield against inflationary periods. It's a timeless strategy for preserving and growing your wealth. Capital appreciation. You've got passive income, wealth storehouse. Labs' vision is building a seamless ecosystem where everyone wins. Developers easily sell their properties, investors and consumers can easily invest, and no one gets left behind. Obviously, as well, with Labs, they're going very much into the resorts. So it's not just real estate. They're going to do commercial real estate, residential real estate. Loads of resorts are signing up on board. I mean, every couple of days there's a new one, which is great. Seems like Bernard Lau, the CEO, he's everywhere at the minute, trying to generate as much for the future of Labs as possible. And I think it's a good shout out to him too. So again, Labs, the future, we're combining Web3 and blockchain technology to ensure real estate is made accessible to everyone. No one is too young or old to invest in the future. And then you've got what the portal will look like shortly as well, which is shows you what your earnings are from each property that you're invested in. You can do that obviously with the StayNext NFT. Accessible real estate, empowering legacies, easy to manage, diversified properties. So I like the fact that things are diversified just the same way as we are with our crypto bags. We've got different asset classes that we're trying to build our bigger bags in. You've got a news and announcement section. They are partnered with Arsenal Football Club. That partnership is ongoing, and I believe there'll be along the way, ways to win tickets to games for holders. Go to the training ground. I think there's a few different bits and pieces that they're trying to do. I really, really like Labs Group. Once again, as you know, I'm a holder of Labs Group. I'm not a holder of Rio. I try to be as unbiased as possible, but obviously I do really like Labs. I'm invested in the token, and I do think it'll do well. Again, if you are a Rio holder and there's something that I'm missing about this particular project that's a like a light bulb moment, then please in the comments let me know what that is, because at the minute I'm not convinced by Rio at all. I just don't see it. And then one last thing I wanted to show you as well is, so I think it's the 1st of September, the phase 2 mint is coming. So if you want to get your get on the whitelist, if you go onto Twitter, you'll be able to find this if you type in Labs Group. There's a form to fill in, and you can get yourself on the whitelist for the next round. There's a little video here as well. It's like 15 seconds, 18 seconds long. So we'll have a quick look at that. I'm not going to put it on. It's just a brief overview of what the new StayNext platform is going to look like and how you can start building your utilizing your NFT to get profits there. So that's coming very soon. So it's all exciting stuff. The only thing I would say about Labs, and I'm still waiting for clarification, that I've tried to reach out to them in terms of, there's some people are saying that they might use a different token for when StayNext launches. I was under the impression that Labs will be the ecosystem token, so that's a slight thing that we need to obviously clarify at some stage, because we want it to be obviously the Labs token. That's the one we're invested in. I've got the Owner Circle NFT, like I said before, and I'm sure a lot more people will be picking that up when they can. Subscriber wise, we've breached the 250 mark now, which is absolutely superb. We're on 252, I believe, at time of recording, which is fantastic. And a big thank you to everyone who has subscribed, everyone who's commented, everyone who's liked one of the videos. It is much appreciated. It really does make a massive difference. If you like this video, then please hit the like button. Subscribe as well if you want to. And as always, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Take care.